Welcome to Supernatural Japan, the podcast where ancient legends, strange hauntings, and mysterious traditions come to life. I'm your host, Kevin O'Shea, and today we're traveling to one of Japan's most enchanting cities, a place where the boundary between the human and the divine is almost non-existent. This is Nara, and here, over 1,000 deer roam free, not as ordinary animals, but as sacred messengers of the gods. But where did this belief come from? Why are these creatures, the Narashika, so revered that harming one was once punishable by death? Let's step back in time to the very beginning. In the year 768, the powerful Fujiwara clan established Kasuga Taisha Shrine, a grand Shinto shrine in the new capital city of Heijō-kyo, what we now call Nara. The Fujiwara family prayed for divine protection, and according to the legend, their prayers were answered. The god Takemizakuchi no Mikoto, a fearsome deity of thunder, swords, and protection, descended from Kashima Shrine in Ibaraki Prefecture. But he didn't come alone. He rode upon the back of a majestic white deer, an animal unlike any other. And when he arrived at Mount Mikasa, just behind Kasuga Shrine, the deer dismounted and wandered around the surrounding forests. And from that day forward, the people of Nara believed that the deer were messengers of the gods, living bridges between the human and divine worlds. This belief was so strong that for over 1,000 years, deer were untouchable. During the feudal era, harming or killing a deer in Nara wasn't just taboo, it was a capital crime. Historic records from the Edo period describe executions for anyone who dared break the sacred law. And so, the deer multiplied, protected by faith, fear, and reverence. Today, Nara is a peaceful city just 45 minutes from Kyoto or Osaka by train. It's a place where ancient history and modern life intertwine. You'll find the breathtaking Todaiji Temple, home to the Great Buddha, and the lantern-lined paths of Kasuga Taisha Shrine. And everywhere you go, you'll see them. The deer. Over 1,000 of them roam Nara Park, its surrounding streets, and even parts of the city itself. They wander past souvenir shops, rest beneath cherry blossom trees, and sometimes even bow politely to visitors in exchange for food. But while they may look tame, they are not pets. They are wild animals, and they are descendants of those sacred messengers who carried the gods themselves. Now, there's a lot of challenges with modern tourism in the modern day. Nara's deer are adored by millions of visitors every year. Vendors sell shikasenbei, special crackers for tourists to feed the deer. And many of the animals have even learned to bow before receiving their snack. An act that's equal parts cute and deeply symbolic. But this popularity has come at a cost. In recent years, some deer have been found dead, with plastic bags and waste in their stomachs after scavenging from tourist litter. Others have become aggressive during peak seasons, expecting food that doesn't come quickly enough. Each year, dozens of tourists are injured, usually from an impatient headbutt or an overeager bite. Now, several years ago, before the tourist boom got really big, I was watching some news stories from Japan back in 2018 about how several deer had been found dead, and after doing necropsies or conducting necropsies, it was found that each of these dead deer, 3 or 4 of them, had more than 2 to 5 kilos of plastic shopping bags in their stomachs. And this is because so many people, especially, mostly, tourists who visit from other countries, throw their trash around. Maybe it's something that's okay where they're from, but it's not okay in Japan, and it's certainly not okay in a place where there are a lot of animals who may eat it. Now, I had just shown my wife an article about a deer dying from eating plastic bags. And while we were visiting the park in 2018 with my family, a foreign tourist threw a drink box on the ground, and a deer started sniffing it. My wife was enraged. She witnessed this. We all witnessed it. And she grabbed the box off the ground and walked over to the woman who had tossed it on the ground, who had littered, and she shoved it into her hands. And in English, my wife yelled at her and told her to not litter and be respectful. It was an amazing moment. The group of tourists were shocked, and I hope they took something away from that. Because that's what it takes. It takes someone to actually stand up and let people know they're making an error. And maybe, at least they'll fix that error while they're visiting Japan. Maybe once they head back to where they're from, they may start tossing drink boxes again, but as long as they're not hurting those precious deer in Nara. So that was a memory I always have with the Nara deer. Now, to address this problem, Nara has introduced eco-friendly cracker packaging, posting clear feeding rules and encouraging visitors to respect the animals as living cultural treasures. Meanwhile, the ancient tradition of Shika no Tsunokuri, or the deer antler cutting ceremony, continues every October. Dating back to the 1600s, this ritual prevents injuries to both deer and humans while maintaining a tradition that links Nara to its past. Walk through Nara Park at dawn. Before the crowds arrive, mist hangs over the ancient stone lanterns, and the deer move silently through the trees. In moments like this, it's easy to see why people once believed they were divine. So whether you see them as messengers of the gods or simply an extraordinary part of Japan's history, the deer of Nara remind us of something powerful. In some places, the supernatural never fades. It walks quietly beside us, just as it has for over 1,000 years. Thank you for joining me on this journey through time and legend. If you enjoyed today's episode of Supernatural Japan, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a review wherever you listen to this podcast and follow the show on social media for more tales of Japan's hidden mysteries. Also, share it with your friends who might also like some spooky tales from Japan. Now, of the time of this recording, I've just landed in the ancient city of Xi'an, China, after weeks in Osaka, Japan. And I'm definitely getting my frequent flyer miles in this month. 3 countries, all in July. Now, Xi'an is home to the famed and historic Terracotta Army and was the terminus of the Silk Road. There's lots of history here, and I bet a lot of spooky too. So thanks to everyone who recently bought me a coffee and supported the production of the show. If you want to support the show, you can check out the Buy Me a Coffee link in the show notes. So far, Jerem, Michael, Charles, and Marco have helped out Supernatural Japan with generous donations. Now, you can of course follow the show on social media. All the links are in the show notes. The Instagram at Supernatural Japan and the Facebook group are especially fun with lots of photos, videos, and more of the places discussed in the episode. So if you want to put a visual to the things I'm talking about and you want to see a lot of my own photos and other people's photos, a lot of videos that I have taken over the years, come and definitely follow the Facebook group and the Instagram. Now, I have a brand new Sony mirrorless camera for vlogging, mini documentary making, and street photography. So you'll be able to check out all the things I'm doing with my new camera over on the social media. So go follow all those places and check out my @BusonKevin YouTube channel. Now, you guys know I'm all over the place on social media, so go check it out. All the links are below. And that's it. So if you ever visit Nara, bow to the deer. You never know which one might be watching you on behalf of the gods. And until next time, I'm Kevin O'Shea. Stay curious and stay close to the supernatural.